Joining me today is Donna Haigh from Somerset, New Jersey. Out of an audience of more than 50,000 agents nationwide, Donna's been selected to represent Broker Agent Advisor as this month's Broker Agent of the Month for the entire state of New Jersey. And Donna, I feel privileged. I've enjoyed the opportunity of having a conversation or two with you and getting to know you through this process. And I just want to say congratulations on being recognized, and I really appreciate you joining me.
Brian, I'm the one who appreciates it. And I mean, it's such an honor to talk to you and be part of this group of broker agent recognition. It's just such an amazing opportunity. And I'm super excited that we're here together.
It's my hope, Donna, that for those that get a chance to see this short video, they just get a sense for who you are and maybe a little bit about why you were selected. And I thought while we were here for a few minutes, we would just explore a couple questions together, if that's okay with you.
Perfect, sure.
Talk to me a little bit about real estate. There's a lot of things you could be doing professionally. What was the inspiration for you to get into this business and become a realtor?
Oh gosh, I've been doing this almost 20 years now. So I'm at like 19 and a half years. And I very specifically remember the day that I decided to do it because I was in corporate. I was senior management in the Northeast in New Jersey. There's a lot of pharmaceutical companies. I was in medical education. So I was sitting there in my office and I was short-staffed, kind of like what's happening now, but way back in 2004. And I had 32 weekends of meetings that I needed to get out to, and I was traveling for 30 of those 32. And I just sat there and I went, I'm done. I can't get on another plane. And that was back in February of 2004. And literally 2 hours later, I walked into the president's office and I said, I quit. And they said, what are you going to do? And I said, I don't know. So I went back to my office. I turned around, looked out the window, and there was a real estate office. And I said, I'm going to sell real estate. It's got to be easy. And literally, that was how quickly the decision was made. There was no thought process in it whatsoever. But here I am 19 and a half years later, still doing it.
Yeah, well, what's really unique about that is the business is far harder than most people think. Most people that get their license don't find success in this business. It's very, very difficult. And yet you just kind of created one of those transitional moments in life for yourself, walking into, an industry that is way more difficult than most people realize. And 20 years later, obviously knowing what you know now, mentoring lots of agents, leading agents, and having lots of success, why are you still here? What is it that you find most rewarding about this business?
Meeting people, meeting different people, meeting their specific needs when it comes to housing. Everybody needs a house, whether you're upsiding, downsizing, first-time home buyer, whatever the case may be. That's the best part, and counseling them on what needs to be done in order to purchase a house. That's like the best part, and just maintaining those relationships and getting out and talking to people, because to be successful as a real estate agent, you have to talk, and you have to talk to strangers. You have to not listen to what your parents say and don't talk to strangers. You really have to go out there, put yourself in the uncomfortable in order to get comfortable to succeed.
That's it's great advice. I found a testimonial of yours, Donna, and I felt like it would be appropriate just to listen to how a client of yours described going through the process of buying or selling with you as their realtor. So Donna was great to work with. She sold our house in 4 days with multiple offers, exclamation point. But besides that, she was very responsive and guided us through the process. She made what could have been a very stressful experience seem super easy. She's very professional and straightforward, so there are no surprises. She's a fantastic realtor with multiple exclamation points. And this is essentially what you were just describing, is here they are in a situation that can be very stressful, and they just felt like it was a piece of cake because you guided them so well.
Yeah, I mean, just like any other job that you have, real estate is a job. It's a full-time job. So you have to think of it that way. And with it comes communication, whether it's, texting is so prevalent now, video messages, or, picking up the phone, sending an email. It's all about the communication and getting back in a timely manner to people. Like I know how many phone calls I'm making after we finish talking today. I have 4 within the next hour that I have to make because, it is all about the communication, and those are the clients that I need to touch base with today.
Yeah, It's I mean, it's so true. They really just need to be advised, and I think, it's become really clear to me, and I think there's some emphasis being established by you, but the shortest distance between two people is trust.
Yes.
And ongoing effective communication establishes trust. And when you can do that, then this business will take care of you in it on its own. It has a way of doing it for you. Talk to me a little bit about Somerset County, New Jersey. I've not spent a lot of time up in New Jersey. What's it like to live, work, and play up there in the Somerset area?
Well, here's the funny thing. When you think of New Jersey, the joke is what exit, because we have two major highways, the Turnpike and the Parkway, that go down the eastern seaboard of the state. But where I live, it's, the town I live in is actually Bound Brook, which gets a bad rap because people don't realize that, a lot of towns have two sides. And, I happen to live where there's larger lot sizes, yet I can walk to the convenience store. I can walk to the restaurant. I can walk and get a cup of coffee. My husband grew up in Queens, so that was really important to him. But I can also be at one of the biggest parks in Somerset County that was donated by the Duke family, which is old time tobacco money, in 10 minutes. And it's the most amazing park that they do so many great things for the community, and they have swing sets and you can ride your bikes on all of these paths, and having a young son, it really makes a difference. So, what I love about Central New Jersey and Somerset County and where I live, it's truly, we have the best of both worlds. We are very rural, 5 minutes from where I live, and yet we can be a little more on the suburban and urban side. So it really depends on what you're looking for. And within 45 minutes, I can be in New York City. Within an hour and 10 minutes, I can be in downtown Philadelphia. Those are wonderful things. Plus, great food. I'm all about the restaurants. Great food in Central New Jersey. So I think a lot of people who don't realize New Jersey really is a beautiful place to live, because we do have so much open space, and a lot of consideration over the years has been taken to make sure that that space does stay open, especially on, the western part of the state versus stuff that's very close to New York City and it's a little more congested. So for me, it's just a perfect location.
Yeah, it sounds fantastic. I would have been guilty of assuming it's all super population dense and it doesn't have sort of the green space you described. And it sounds awesome. Before I let you go, I want to ask you one more question. We've established real estate can be hard, but the last couple of years have been especially hard. We've had unprecedented low inventory. It's just been a really, really challenging real estate market. And I know, you lead real estate agents. And so while you're here, I just want to ask you, if you were to give one piece of advice to a peer in this business, just based on your 20 years, what would that one piece of advice be?
It's kind of twofold. It's consistency and don't give up, because real estate's a marathon. It's not a sprint. We have to have consistency in our daily activities and the conversations that we have. And we just can't give up. The way I look at it, if I'm talking on the phone with a potential client and they don't like me and it doesn't go anywhere, I say, guess what? That's okay. Because, the rejection was over the phone, and I'm going to talk to somebody else that, we're going to get along great. So you just can't give up in this business, because you really do have to move forward and keep it consistent and do the same activities. Real estate hasn't changed over the years. Technology has. So everybody thinks real estate has, technology has, but real estate's, when you come down to the basics, it's the same, and it's the consistency in what you do every day.
I think that's great advice. Donna Haigh, I think you're great. I think the industry is lucky to have you, and the agents that you lead are lucky to be mentored by someone that cares about the industry and about people in the way that you do. And I just want to offer congrats again on being recognized, and I wish you nothing but joy and abundance on the rest of your journey.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful. I'm again so very happy that I have this recognition and had this opportunity to speak with you, Brian.
You're welcome. You deserve it.
Thank you so much.